So they say what you see is what you get. But actually, what you see is just a sliver of what you actually get. It's just a sliver. There's so much more than what you see. You know, I like to always ask people, what has been your deepest or your most meaningful moment in life? And it's interesting because people will always answer very similar answers, like it was the birth of my child, it was when I was standing under the chuppah with my spouse. It's moments, it was when I was at the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem, and I asked them, so what was it? What was so real? What was so meaningful? What was so deep about that? And they always say, I felt something. It was an experience that was just beyond any other experience. And it's fascinating because this experience is always an elusive one. It's not a tangible one. It's not something they can really even express to me in clear, defined terms. It's almost so personal that it sort of remains within. They can't fully hand it over to me. And yet that is their most real moment in life. And so really it tells us something very profound about our experience in this world. And that is that we all intuitively know that the most real things in our lives are actually things which cannot be measured tangibly, which we cannot point to, which we cannot pick up and show another person. It's something much deeper than that. It's an experience of the soul. And this is very telling because, often when someone wants to share an idea with us, we say, well, prove it to me. Show it to me. I want empirical proof. Now, that's a good thing, but that's not always the measure of what is truly real, what truly means something to us. It really isn't. And we know that because when we're asked what is so meaningful to us, we point to things which we really cannot empirically prove. It's like, why did you break down crying by the Western Wall? I felt, you didn't feel anything. What made you feel something? Since when are you so religious? But you know what? I felt something. Maybe I'm not religious, maybe I am religious, but I felt something. So maybe you can't understand it, your mind can't grasp it or size it up. But it was very real for me. And so this teaches us actually that the more real something is, in many respects, the more we cannot see it. And we begin to understand that as we get to the truth of something, we have to begin to experience that perhaps through our soul. And it's not just something that we can point to and prove as empirically true. This is the true essence of faith. As people say, take a leap of faith. Well, what does take a leap of faith mean? It means, taking a leap of faith means getting your feet off the ground. Where you're not so physically grounded, you're jumping into a reality where you begin to be comfortable being aware of things using a different approach than just empirical proof. This is really powerful. And that's why I really feel that, while someone who's deeply intellectual is a smart person, but I think the most sophisticated people are those who are able to go even beyond that. And they reach a point where they can actually experience things and they're comfortable with what they're experiencing. It is real to them. They know that this is something that's so deep, it's so true, that I can't grasp it with my hands. It can't be seen with the eye. It's something much deeper than that.